Just one question about the 50th anniversary special of Doctor Who. Do we really want Gallifrey back? Alright, let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. It was fun, wasn't it? I mean, what more do you want? Great fun. Matt Smith, David Tennant, working so well together. John Hurt, good in the mix, kind of like a dad and two tussling brothers. Good jokes. Great rapport, built to a rousing climax. Audience thrills, fan service. Amazing how much joy Moffat could evoke with just one shot, barely over a second, of a close-up of a pair of eyes. And that bit with the curator, wink, wink. Oh, delicious cherry atop all the whipped cream. By the end, all the bits that were calculated to make me smile, laugh, and cheer made me smile, laugh, and cheer. And the parts calculated to make me weep, well, as my roommate said, those are some strong onions. And yet, as much as I enjoyed the episode, I was left just a little unsatisfied and a bit worried. Unsatisfied because getting to the good stuff required slogging through a dreary tale of the Zygons and Queen Elizabeth I. David Tennant's Doctor deserved better. Queen Elizabeth deserved better. And worried because, okay, flashback. When Russell T Davies set about planning the revival of Doctor Who in 2005, his most radical and far-reaching decision was to kill off the hero's homeworld. In the classic series, the Doctor was a renegade Time Lord from a planet we came to know as Gallifrey. Occasionally he'd return there, sometimes undertake missions on behalf of his fellow Time Lords, and on occasion face discipline from them. But Davies made the bold choice to put a stop to all of that. Borrowing a trope from Superman, he cast his hero as the sole surviving orphan of a perished race and a planet that is no more. Like the last son of Krypton, the last of the Time Lords never escapes the shadow of that great loss. But where Kal-El was entirely innocent, and in his early years he was also ignorant of his planet's destruction, the Doctor has a far weightier burden. For one thing, he has hundreds of years of history with the planet, family, friends, and arch-enemy. For another, and this is the darkest center of the shadow, over the course of the first series with Christopher Eccleston, we came to learn that the Doctor himself played the decisive role in the Great War between the Time Lords and the Daleks. No details, but the Doctor reveals that he is the one who brought about the destruction of Gallifrey and the Daleks to save the universe. So the Doctor's carrying much more than survivor's guilt. He's carrying guilt. And that gave the 9th, 10th, and 11th Doctors a darkness that lurks just below the surface of their banter and playfulness. Think about it for a minute, though. Isn't it astonishing that audiences have had no problem at all for 8 years embracing a protagonist who committed 2 genocides? 2 genocides? On a children's show that airs in family time? Hey, here's a hot merchandising idea. Let's sell action figures to kids of a guy who wiped out billions of kids. They'll love it. To quote the 10th Doctor, what? So for the anniversary special, Stephen Moffat takes us into the Time War and shows us the role the Doctor played in ending it. And he takes a turn as daring and radical as the one that Russell T Davies took 8 years ago. Moffat takes a U-turn, actually. After forcing our attention to the children who are about to be wiped out, this episode basically just undoes it all. Instead of, I killed all of my people in the Daleks to save the universe, it's now, I saved all of my people and tricked the Daleks into killing each other. Well, that's a whole lot easier to live with, isn't it? Except for the minor issue that the 9th, 10th, and 11th Doctors have been shouldering centuries of guilt, 7 series worth, all for a monstrous double genocide they merely misremember having committed. What's going to be like to rewatch any of those episodes where the Doctor bemoans his heavy burden? Oh, cheer up, Doctor, you didn't destroy your planet. Just kidding. That was a timey-wimey false memory. You get a mulligan on that. Are we all okay with that bit of rug pulling? Well, maybe a little quantum physics will help. Just think of Gallifrey as Schrodinger's planet. Its state is a superposition of both destroyed and not destroyed, until it's observed. Depending on your history and your context, the planet has been wiped out or not. There is no external objective reality here. What is true is what we observe, and what we observe depends on what season we tune in. Those Gallifrey cats are dead, and alive, until you open the box. Rewriting the story there doesn't bother me at all. Here's what worries me. Gallifrey's back. Well, not exactly back, but it's out there somewhere, and the Doctor's pledged to find it. Do we really need more Gallifrey? A planet filled with Time Lords? Pompous, humorless Time Lords? Self-righteous, self-important Time Lords? And they're stilted, timier than thou dialogue. And worst of all, their wardrobes. Time Lords have the campiest costumes since Ming the Merciless. Capes and high collars all around. It's fabulous. Just fabulous. Until next time, I'm Mickeleh. DVD extras. Hey, how many noticed that Moffat basically just recycled his ending for Blink, where he had the weeping angels circle the TARDIS, and then he dematerialized it in the middle so they'd be staring at each other? It's easy to imagine this story was conceived for Christopher Eccleston as the third lead, and it was only after Eccleston turned it down that Moffat invented the War Doctor and cast John Hurt to play him. It was a brilliant plan B, but I'll bet plan A would have been even better. Well, that's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not. Do you need a primer on Schrodinger's cat? Here's the thought experiment right here, Minute Physics. Would you like to spend some time shredding the logic of the 50th anniversary plot? Kevin Geesey gets suitably exasperated at the timey-wimey paradoxes. Want more Mickeleh on Doctor Who? Playlist. Want to revisit The End of Time with David Tennant? Animation by Ed Stockham, music by Chameleon Circuit. You'll find me on Twitter. I would love it if you subscribed, but as we know, if you really want to keep track of my videos, circle me on Google+. Turns out that's where the action is now, more than ever. Bye now.